orders are being given after a chemical leak near Three Rivers School.
We want to put up a map to show you the area. Hamilton County EMA has called for an evacuation area around the part in yellow that is a circle on your screen right now. Here is what we know. It involves a train car leaking a chemical in that Cleves area at Route 50 and State Route 128. EMA is asking everyone in the area to immediately evacuate and leave the area to avoid any contact with this chemical leak. They say basically get out any way you can in any direction possible.
And here's what we know about the schools there. Administrators in the Three Rivers district are now evacuating students and staff as a precaution. They are emailing parents right now with information on the evacuation process. If you live in that area, hang tight, look at your email and see if you have an update. They have also canceled all after-school activities for this evening. For the very latest right now, we want to go right to Local 12's Christian Hauser.
And Christian, you're live near the Three Rivers School. What are officials there telling you? I'm sure parents are extremely worried.
Well, we're actually on the other side of this incident. We're near the intersection of Kilby Road and US 50 on the west side of where all this is going down. They've got US 50 blocked right here. They're forcing everybody to go north onto Kilby Road and then take a long detour with 275 and then 74 to get kind of back on Route 50. If you look behind me, you can see that there are several fire crews. There's actually a great park ranger who is forcing the traffic onto Kilby Road. But we continue to see more and more ambulances and fire trucks show up here. I want to show you some drone video that we were able to get just a short time ago and just give you a better idea of what we're actually dealing with here. I'm going to go ahead and hit play on this and let the photographer zoom in so you can see what's going on. But this looks like it's a single rail car that either derailed. It looks to be still in an upright position, but we're not sure what has caused it to start leaking this chemical. I could see that there was a fire engine that was spraying water on it to try and I guess keep it cool. We haven't been able to talk to any law enforcement here. They're keeping us very far back. You heard them talking about the evacuation in order, and right now we still have not been able to talk to police or anything to get an idea of just what's going on, when they think this will be contained, what they're doing to contain it, that sort of thing, or how dangerous of a risk it is for folks who live, very close or maybe a mile away or maybe 5 miles away. It is starting to rain right now, so I would assume that that's good news for them as they're trying to put water on this. But right now, traffic here at the Kilby Road intersection, a lot of drivers confused. They don't understand why they're being forced to turn onto Kilby Road from US 50. But we're going to work and see if we can talk to some of these officials here and get an update on what's going on and what you all need to know. But right now, Kilby Road is your detour on US 50, and we're going to continue to work and try to get more information for you. For now, they're live in Whitewater Township. I'm Christian Hauser. Back to you on the studio.
Christian, while you're out there, I'm curious, is there any kind of distinct smell that comes along with this type of chemical? Can you smell anything in the air?
No, Adam, we're several. I mean, I would estimate that we're probably about a mile away from where this is. And when I first arrived here about 45 minutes, an hour ago, I could actually see kind of a cloud coming up from where this rail car was, but it has since dissipated. So I don't know if that means that the crews have been able to cap or stop this leak or do something with that. But yeah, I think that we're a little bit too far away from this to be able to smell anything right now. So like I said, until we're able to talk with law enforcement and kind of confirm what's going on here, right now we're just trying to call it as we see it. So back to you all in the studio.
And speaking of that, call it as you see it. At this point, they're not calling it a train derailment. What is the term that you're using for what happened on the train tracks, Christian?
Well, Megan, honestly, it's hard to tell because, like I said, in the drone video, you can see that the rail car is upright. I'm going to see if I can get it to the spot in this video here. Sorry, I'm not that good at handling a laptop while and the raindrops have made my trackpad useless, so I can't scroll back in the video. But from what I could tell in the drone video, the rail car did look upright. So not sure if maybe it just had a hard impact or maybe if it just came off the tracks but remained upright. A lot of things can go wrong with a rail car on these train tracks. So as soon as we're able to learn a little bit more about how this happened, we'll certainly let you know.
All right, Christian, thank you for that update. We'll check back in with you throughout the afternoon and into the evening, I am sure. A lot to talk about, obviously, this being right near a school. It's going to impact a lot of people. Chelsea Sick is here, and you've kind of covered that angle for us.
Yeah, I talked to a witness who actually was down in that area. He went down there after he started getting texts from his son's school from Three Rivers, and he sent me what he received. It says, "Dear Three Rivers families, due to the current situation with the train derailment and guidance from local authorities, we have now been told to initiate an evacuation of the district," which we knew that they were starting to evacuate. This goes into their very specific dismissal plan. Middle schoolers, elementary schoolers. They say elementary walkers are being held at campus for their safety as they may not have access to their home. It of course also says that all of those after school activities have been canceled. So very detailed plan that we just received here from those parents. And he says that when he started getting these texts, he went down to that area and he did kind of fill us in on what he saw there. We have some sound from him.
At the moment, I am in the shopping center at North Bend at Java Jackets, right by Dollar General. It's on US 50, and about 30 seconds ago, another looked like a fire chief truck just went by. Lot of emergency personnel responding. When we got a text message from the school, that's how we knew what was going on. And they said that they were going to shelter in place, windows are closed, potential chemical leak. So I hopped in the car to go down and try to figure out what was going on. And we drove US 50 west towards 128, got to the intersection of 128 where Kroger is, and the entire parking lot's empty. They've already evacuated Kroger. I don't know how far the evacuation is going right now, but I know that we pulled off to the side to try to get some video, and we were immediately run off. They said, "Get back in your car, get out of here. It's not safe."
He also told me he did smell something. He couldn't tell me what it really smelled like, or of course we don't know what it is at this point, but he did report that when he was out of his car for just that little bit, it was overwhelming that he started to get a headache.
Wow.
Yeah, we do not know what the chemical was, and I do want to tell you that Hamilton County EMA did say a shelter has been opened for the public at Whitewater Community Center. That is at 6125 Dry Fork Road.
Okay, and you know, you have something of this magnitude, you hear trains, you hear chemicals, and your mind goes back to
what happened in East Palestine.
Exactly, right. And you know, obviously that was a massive scale disaster that we're still feeling the fallout from. And we have some new video, I'm told.
Ground video of what we saw, or what the folks out there were seeing in terms of that chemical leak, and you can see that chemical just going up into the air.
Yeah, this is from Aaron Vetter. Yeah, you can see it. This is just from a short time ago, so it gives you a little bit of a closer look than what we had from Christian's vantage point. But again, you know, you talked about what would you classify it. Obviously, we don't know if it was a full-on derailment,
right? But
there's definitely a leak that you can see there,
and something happened to cause it.
Yeah. So we still don't have all of the answers. We're going to work with our several crews who are going to be tackling this story here for the rest of the day into the evening, and I would imagine this is a story that's going to have legs for days.
Absolutely, and at this point too, we don't know if that leak has ended.
Right.
So if you are watching in the Cleves area and you are in that area of evacuation, make sure to leave in any direction that you can, and the shelter in place has been. The shelter has been opened, as I said, at the Whitewater Community Center.
Yeah. All right. Well, we were going to continue to bring you updates once this situation reveals a little more information here as our crews begin to try to find out as much as they can in the Cleves area. Until then, you stay with us right here on Local 12 News, local12.com, and make sure you download that free Local 12 app.
Yeah, and if there's any live update from anyone in the public